What if I told you that here in LA there are huge pieces of property, gorgeous estates that you can't see unless you're in a helicopter? Well, it's true. And we also have two huge estates, more like worlds in our own minds that we don't even see or think about on a daily basis, but we are always living in one or the other at any given moment in time. Rabbi Tzensar Yocheved Rigler explains these two worlds as being Olam HaZaras, the world of estrangement, and Olam HaYedidus, the worlds of friendship and connection. But we need to learn a little bit more about these two worlds in order to understand which one we're living in and how to get to one that we want to be in. So let's take a tour of each one, shall we? Welcome to Olam HaYedidus News, where we spread joy and contentment through the news. Today, our very own team is doing a team-building exercise and then hitting the quaint streets of Olam HaYedidus to hand out ice cream. But first, a quick weather report. Today is just like any other day in beautiful Olam HaYedidus, sunny and beautiful. So get outside, spend time with your family, and of course, enjoy some ice cream. Welcome back to Olam HaZaras News. Why they make us do this so early, I don't know. It's another gloomy day, and the sun isn't going to be out all day, so stay where you are, keep watching our program. Don't watch anyone else's program because that'll make us really jealous. So I think it's clear which world we'd rather be in, but how can we tell which world we're currently in? And then of course we'll talk about how to move into the world of choice. The way you know which world you're in is by doing a simple check-in and seeing what you're feeling. The world of Olam HaZaras usually comes with the feelings of jealousy, discontent, loneliness. So whenever you're feeling one of those things, you can assume you're putting yourself into Olam HaZaras, the world of estrangement. And Olam HaYedidus usually comes with the feelings of contentment, happiness, feeling close and connected to people around you. Haman can be seen as the king of the world of estrangement, of Olam HaZaras. And the Gemara even asks, Haman min HaTorah minayin? Where do we find Haman in the Torah? And the answer, right smack in the middle of the story of the Eitz Hadas with Adam and Chava. When Hashem asks Adam and Chava, Hamin ha'etz hazos? From this tree, out of all the trees you chose to eat from? Haman represents that inability to let things go, that inability to not have even one thing that you're missing. Haman had almost all the power, but one Jew wouldn't bow down to him, and because of that, he said, it's not worth anything to me. At the end of an old Scooby-Doo cartoon, the Mystery Inc. is all sitting in a malt shop drinking milkshakes, and Scooby-Doo takes a sip of his milkshake, and everyone else's milkshake starts going down. And they all laugh like, well, that's one mystery we haven't solved, but I think it's really a lesson for all of us, because how often do we see someone else drinking from their milkshake, enjoying some form of honor or happiness or bracha from Hashem in this world, and we think, hey, that was mine. That's my milkshake. That was meant for me. But it's so not true. Hashem has a milkshake for all of us. And we need to learn to enjoy our milkshake and seeing other people enjoy theirs. And that's what Haman could not do. All right, so what we've all been waiting for. How do we move ourselves from Olam HaZaras to Olam HaYedidus when we do get into that mood, when we feel like life is just too hard or not fair? And that is where the last two Mitzvos of Purim come in, Mishloach Manos and Matanos La'avyonim. An act of giving is what brings us from one world to the next. An act of giving to someone who's in need, or just giving to a friend to show them that I see that you have bracha in your life, but I'm happy for you and I want to give you more. When you feel that little tinge of jealousy, say to yourself, I want to give to them. I want to give more. I'll give a compliment. I'll give a positive thought in my mind. I'll daven for them. And that will help us go to Olam HaYedidus as well. So we'll end off with a helpful quote that my sister-in-law just told me. When you see somebody else enjoying a blessing that maybe you're not enjoying, you say, bless them, change me. Hashem, continue to shower them with blessing and change the way that I view it. So it's clear that all of the Mitzvos of Purim don't just help us increase our happiness on Purim and in the month of Adar, but they train us to increase our happiness throughout our entire lives. Have a Freilichen Purim.